Hello, Rail Hearts, how we doing? Yes, I'm fine. We were spitting and drizzling a bit earlier, so I got held up. And now it seems to be fine. I was going to go somewhere else today, but not when weather's spitting and messing and God only knows what. Oh, minty, minty. That sound, that clonking sound is at a factory nearby. Clonking and bashing stuff. Pendolino coming. Hello, morning, Udin. How are we doing? Hello, Rich Butler. How are we doing? Yes, Harley. Yes. You can't even hear the guy. Well, I don't know what you've got a problem at your end, Minty, because I'm listening to the audio myself, and I know I can hear it. I know it's coming through because I'm listening to it myself. I'm not just talking to a screen. I've actually got the feed is being fed back to me, so I know it's working. If I go like this, that's me tapping on my car roof. You know what I mean? And it's coming back through. So I know, but everybody else can hear me okay. You know, because I'm not trusting that it's working. I'm actually watching the same feed as what you people are watching on a different device. So I know it's working. If it wasn't working, I wouldn't have gone live. You know what I mean? I'd rectify the problem before I go live. I always test to make sure everything's working before I hit the button. You know, I'm watching it on a device just like you are. I'm not. Hello, D. How we doing? How's it going, D? Correct, rail light. Here, here. Thanks for that, rail light. Yes, D. Like and subscribe. You've got it, D. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about the wind. I am working on it, but at the moment I can't do anything about it. Yes, weather's a bit off here, D. We're spitting and all that sort of business earlier on, but it's fine at the moment. I have got some DJI mics, but unfortunately the adapter that came in doesn't fit my phone that's currently recording. It fits this phone, but not that phone, so I've had to order an adapter, which seems to be taking forever to come. Yeah, I'm not into kites, Rich, but thanks for the offer. Freight train due very soon, in about 10 minutes. In fact, about 7 minutes, I think. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Double tap the screen and subscribe if you want it. Yeah, it looks like it's just all been repainted, that thing. It looks, when I saw it up here, it looked very clean and neat and like it had just been done up, you know. Looked very smart. That's the first and only time I've ever seen a single car unit, DMU, ever, in all my life. I went from King's Cross to Fort William on the sleeper, and I bet it were a good trip, that. I bet it were expensive and all. I've looked at that website, Caledonian Sleeper, and it ain't cheap, and it tends to be very, very booked up. You know. That other one down south, what's that called? The English Riviera, that's another one. They all they're very pricey and very heavily booked. Hello YT, how we doing? I told the missus it was not a lot. Yeah, that's what I'd do. That's what I'd do. Are you one of them that when you buy something new, you sneak it into the house and put it somewhere, and then when she asks what's that, you say, oh, I've had it for ages. That's what I used to do. Yeah, I do know the game. I do, only too well. It's like when you find they have wearing a new item of clothing, they say, oh, I've not seen it before, they say, and I'm thinking, no, I haven't seen it before, and so they play the same game. Yeah, I bought a new iMac computer about 3 years ago, and it cost about 2,800 quid, and I thought, this is going to take some pulling off, is this one? So I sort of put it in on my desk one day when she weren't around, when she was out, and strategically placed house plants and plant pots and things, so it didn't catch your eye when you walked in the room. Yeah, oh God, yeah, they're from Yorkshire, blimey. They can peel an orange in their pocket, can Yorkshire folk? Oh yeah. Yorkshire people are thrifty. Hello, Arnold, hello, Arnold Stapp, how we doing? Hello, Germs81, how we doing? Hello, Southeastern Railways, welcome back. Hello, Chinese person, I can't say your name, but hello, yeah, I'm in the UK, on the West Coast Main Line, in England, United Kingdom. Yeah, it's been alright, it's been spitting and all that. I were going to go somewhere else today, but it's been spitting and threatening to rain proper, and I looked at the forecast for around Stafford and Midlands, and it said sunny and chance of rain. I thought, well, I'm not driving for an hour and a half, and then I get there and I can't do it because it's raining. I mean, my camera will stand a bit of wet, but it won't stand a lot, you know what I mean? Last time, I have done a stream of rain before, and when the water hits the screen, it starts to make the touch screen do weird things, you know what I mean? No, I don't work for the railways, no I don't. Afraid not. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm almost retired. where this freight train is, but it can't be far away. Look at the time today. It's running late, that's why. 16:10 it's coming in 11 minutes. Got a bit of a quiet spell for the next 10 minutes, I'm afraid. I did think I saw a headlight then, but I'm imagining it. Yeah, the freight train is delayed. Somebody, oh, there is something coming. This message is helpful. Let's have a look. Hello, Swapnally Gouge. Hello, Victor Goncalves, how are we doing? Goncalves, how are we doing? Hello, Swapnali Gadalga. Hello, Coach Capu. Hello, Caltus Mesa. Hello, Roberto Mongelli. Yes, I had a look last night at your videos, Southeastern. I had a look at your channel. No, I'm in the same place because the weather was just too dodgy to. When I left my, well, I've been out all morning. It kept spitting and messing, and I thought I didn't want to drive for an hour and a half and then not being able to do anything. It rained. It takes me half an hour to get here where I am now, but I wanted to go down to Stafford, which is like another hour and a quarter down motorway, but it was spitting and trying to rain, and I thought it's too risky as this. So there's a good chance it'll be Saturday now, because tomorrow, unfortunately, I get me. I like them all, to be honest, but I like the Berkshire ones. To be fair, I like them all. I like any video really that's, you know, I like any. It's funny, like, because to get the views you have to film it in the portrait mode, but yet to actually view videos I prefer them in the landscape mode, but unfortunately YouTube doesn't like landscape mode videos. I mean, it doesn't mind them, but it doesn't promote them, if you know what I mean. Which is a bit of a take them back to London in a police car. Oh dear. Well, I know some. Devendra Mathur. Which train is coming? Well, the next train, I think, is going to be a freight train. I think. Jumped in a freight car with a friend, and when I was 12 and shoved to the outskirts of London, it moved off and didn't stop until take them back in police car. That's not good. I have a friend who actually drove one at night time on the East Lancs Railway years ago when he was a kid. My dad said some words I've never heard before. Yeah. Yeah, he actually got in the yard on the East Lancs Railway a long time ago and drove a diesel down track for a bit. Could have ended up in real big trouble, but anyway, he managed, he stopped it, got out, did a run. He read all the local papers and stuff. The mysterious train running after midnight. Hello, Bizwajit Berg, how we doing? Bizwajit Berg, how we doing? Don't forget, like and subscribe, share it out and all that. Next train, I think, will be a freight train, and I think it's the Seaforth to Coatbridge, I think it is. It's going to be a multimodal, you know, with all the containers on. In fact, there's some coming now, but I don't think that's it. It's got the very bright headlights, whatever's coming, so I'm thinking it's usually Transpennine Express that has the bright headlights. I can see them in the dip. Oh, in fact, there's 2 trains coming. No, not been on any railways in Wales. Yeah, it's a Transpennine 397 coming. No, I've never been on. Yeah, I've been on the Keighley and the Worth Valley one. Keighley-Worth Valley one. I've been on the one that's in Yorkshire, North York Moors. I've been on that one. I've been on the Embassy Railway, the one at Skipton. The East Lancs Railway, I've been on that one. And I've been on the one that's at Minehead. I forgot what it's called, the one at Minehead. Is it Somerset and something or other? I don't know, but it's at Minehead, and I've been on that. Oh, and I've been on the one in the Lake District as well. I think it's called Bowness Railway or something like that. I think that's about it as far as heritage railways are concerned. Okay, Rich Butler, I shall see you next time, whenever you're next on. See you later, Rich. You called Richard by any chance, just out of curiosity? Hello, Hugo29, how are we doing? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to double tap the screen and subscribe. It's entirely up to you, Southeastern. Once you start streaming them, once you start doing live streams, that's when your subs will go up. YouTube likes live streams, there's no doubt about it. promote something, it prefers for some reason, it prefers live streams. I've put hundreds of videos on. I mean, this is my second railway channel I've had. The first one, they were hundreds of videos, but they were all in landscape and hardly got any views, you know. Makes a difference. Whereas now they promote everything that fits on a mobile phone screen. The freight train's here now. You can see it in the distance. Chances are it'll be a Class 66. It looks like a DB cargo, Class 66, a red one. Hello, Ashish. Kaushik, how are we doing? Hello, Bob Official, how are we doing? Severn Valley Railway, excellent. You'll enjoy yourself there, I'm sure. That's for sure. I'll say I haven't been on a heritage railway for quite a bit. Hello, Ashish Kaushik, how we doing? Hello, Erax Makshian, how we doing? Roblox, it not work Queen. I don't understand that, but if you want to do it in English, I'll work it out. Haha, see-ho, brother. Hello, EWS Trains, welcome aboard. New follower from Kent, excellent. Well, I'm up in Lancashire, on the West Coast Main Line. I do a stream most days, apart from Sunday. I don't do one on a Sunday because it's a bit quiet. Hello Natty, how we doing? How's it going, Natty? Hello Caviar Jarat, how we doing? Southeastern Railways, challenge accepted. Alright, what's the challenge? I've missed something in the chat here. How's it going, Natty? Now number 2. Oh yeah, with the crowns. Yeah, I don't even know what all that's about, that crown business in chat. How you doing, Natty? I'll give you a like. Excellent. You like a like? Don't forget, double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Makes it all worthwhile then. Yes, well, I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen it on video. I watched it on the Great Gathering at Derby the other week. I've seen the 93s, they've been through here a few times, but I've never seen them actually working, hauling anything, so I don't know what the score is for them 93s. I've never seen them functioning, doing work, but they've been through here a few times, just hooked up together, light engine. No, I'm not a railway worker. Ashish Kaushik, no, I'm not a railway worker, no. Yeah, I've seen Flying Scotsman a few times. No, I'm not a railway worker. Ashish? No. Yeah, he's pretty smart, he's Flying Scotsman. What's that mean? It's pretty good. I'm in the UK, United Kingdom, on the West Coast Main Line. Don't forget, double tap the screen, subscribe, share it out. Does the skyline look cockeyed too, that skyline? It's very good. Hello, Happy Square. Happy Square. Kahua. Happy Kahua, how we doing? Hope I pronounced it correctly there. Over 100 watching, but only 50 thumbs up. Double tap your screens, people. I need a train now, Layla. Don't we all? Where would you like it to go, this train that you need? Hello from India, Ashish Kaushik. Welcome. Hello Jackie, how we doing? How's it going, Jackie? Glad to see you keeping well. Excellent. That's what we like to see. Hello, Angel Figaro Almadina. How are we doing? Hello, what WTF Jayton? How are we doing? Hello, Ashish Kashish. How are we doing? No, I don't know Hindi. I'm afraid not. Oh, I'm really excited, Ollie. I can't wait. I'm dying to see it tonight. Dying to see it. I'm thinking I'll be able to obviously use it in train sim, won't I? What is that noise in the background? Yes, it is, Jackie. I'm always out and about to try my best. I try my best to get out every day if I can. Every day except Sunday. Sunday's a day of rest. Yeah, I've spawned them before, Harley, where you hold the left-hand key and it offers you the option to spawn a train. So I've done that bit before. You're a bit more advanced at it than I am. You know, little dodges and things. I know it's an instrument. It's a mouth organ. That's what you can hear. To Liverpool Lime Street, as always. Hello, Gopi Krishna Fani Ganapa, how are we doing? Yeah, I never heard a steam whistle around here, that's for sure. be another freight train soon. There should be the Horton Ribblesdale Quarry to wherever it goes. I forgot where it goes, but it goes somewhere, obviously. Let's have a look at the timetable. Have a look at the Holy Grail, the Oracle. No, sorry, it's not the Horton Ribblesdale. I'm getting mixed up. It's the engineer's train. Yeah, it's due in about 15 minutes, is that? Engineer's train. Got a barrowing furnace before then. Pendolino. Got the log train as well. It's all good. Hello Jeanette, how are we doing? How's it going? I'm stuck in a bed with a bad back and I had a fall in the back garden. Oh, that's not so good. Hello Chris. Hello Chris, how's it going? Been out with the Mini 4 and the Avatar 2. Great fun, excellent. I'll look forward to watching that video later, Chris. That's all, it's a double 66, yeah, alright. Yeah, yesterday it were 268s and 66 yesterday. Hello, Chi Lu, how we doing? Love the Avatar 2, gives you a different perspective. Excellent. Hello, Smelford Buckley, how are we doing? I was jealous, I missed it. You'll have to give me a demonstration tonight, Orly, on how to sort that train out with livery job and how I want to get it, you know, in you know, how to do whatever you do with it to get it onto my thing, you know. I'm not very well up on that Creators Club thing. I have had a little play with it, but it was only a very little brief play with it. Hello, Nilesh Vaja, how are we doing? Nilesh Vaja. Hello, Kashan Ali, how are we doing? Live from the UK on the West Coast Railway. You notice I pinned the message in the chat in case anybody wonders where I am. Wants to send me a cup of coffee. That's the only thing bad about here. There's no shops, no facilities or nothing. You know what I mean? If you don't bring out here, you're snookered. All I've got is a bottle of Volvic, a touch of strawberry. Not really exciting, but there you go. Excellent, Harley. Yep, long train will be its usual either 812 or what is it, 005, I forget, there's two, it's always one or the other. porta potty, drinks and sandwiches sorted. Porta potty. Oh, I don't need to bring one of them with me. I have a tactic, me. If I need to have a whizzer, I open my back door and my front door and stand in between, and out it comes, basically. Hello, Rich Brindley from Safety Harbor, Florida. I bet the weather's nice where you are. Don't forget, like and subscribe, makes it all worthwhile. I will be here again tomorrow at some point, but I just don't know when, because I've got a funny old day tomorrow. Fridays it's always been sunny and warm. Yeah, I thought it would be. I mean, it's not cold here, but it's not sunny. Hello, Keat78, how we doing? Yes, it's a funny old day tomorrow, because I've got to go. I'm at gym 11 till 12, and then I've got my food delivery coming. I don't know what, she's really bad with times there. She'll say, I'm coming at 1:30, and then it's just 2 hours late, and it's... Yeah. You found this channel yesterday by chance. Which channel's that, Southeastern? This channel that you're on now? My channel? Are you on about? That's it. You've come to the #1 railway channel then. You've found the right one at the right time. But I would say that. But things will get better, I can assure you. I've got plans. I've got a bit of new gear coming tomorrow that should improve the sound quality, because I've got the microphones, I just haven't got the other bits and stuff. 10 years. 10 years rich. Yeah, well, I did used to have another. This is not my first railway channel. I did have another one that had more subscribers, but, well, it had a few more, not much more, but... Hello, Jack Meakin, how we doing? Everybody's welcome on this channel, as long as, you know, regardless of your age, as long as you are genuinely interested in trains. If you come in the chat and just want to fool about, then you'll be ejected, obviously. Rich Brindley, fairly fast, yeah. Problem with this location where I'm here, Rich Brindley, is that I'm only a mile and a half away from the main station, so a lot of the trains, in fact most of the trains that pass me here, they're on the slowdown for its station. Tends to be the ones that are going away from the camera that are accelerating, that are generally quicker, but so just ahead, just off camera, there's signals. You can't see them on the screen, but there is a big row of signals, and they're always, near enough always on flashing yellow all the time, because after that signal there's a junction called Exton Junction, which comes off from Chorley, Bolton, Manchester, and meets the main line. So there's always something crossing that junction, so they have to slow down, you know. You're going to Blackpool in 2 months, excellent. Hello Janice Sidicule, how are we doing? There's over 200 watching. Don't forget to tap the screen and subscribe. No high-speed trains in the US. Just super mega long trains. I've been watching videos and the trains in US, good grief, they're absolutely, you're talking a couple of mile long, some of them. They're ridiculous with engines in the middle and part way through, and you could be at a level crossing for half an hour in America. Some places they come right down middle of the streets. I've been watching them videos and all where they come right down middle of the streets, and if there's a car in way, boom, they get it. Boy, do they get it. There's a couple of channels that are on YouTube and they've got live cams running all the time, and they're in this, it's like a little, almost looks like a little old Wild West town. And the train track comes down the middle of the street, and there's white lines either side of the track telling you to make sure you keep your car behind the white line when it's parked. And some people ignore the white line, so when the train comes through, the cars get clouted. People go in these restaurants for a meal and come out of their car. It's about 300 yards down the road with quite a few dents on it. What's that 6J84 in Blackburn Sidings, Richard? What's it called? 6J84? I'll have a look, Harley. 6J84. Oh, I'll have a look, Harley. Western area. Let's have a look at Blackburn Station. Blackburn 6J84, I'll tell you what that is. It's nothing. It's nothing though. It says no service found when you look on the diagram. 6J84, it just says service not found. The last time that head code was used was at Cardiff Canton Depot 6J84, so it's definitely not an active train, whatever it is. It's, for some reason it's just a head code. Are you assistant? No, I'm not. I'm on a bridge near a station. In fact, I'm sandwiched between two stations now. No, it's not got a service with it. That 6J84. I've just checked. Is it still coming through though? I don't like it it's moving to me, Harley. Where is it? The Blackburn again. Hang on. It's just sat inside at Blackburn. 6J4, it's in the far side. Currently in Blackburn, you've got 2N80 and 2N50. And you've got 6J37 approaching or waiting at Daisy, which is obviously the log train. And that 6J84, I can tell it's not doing anything because it's just hasn't even got a service to it. It's a, you know, dead thing, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's inside it is, correct. Hello, Jack Meekin, welcome about this Northern Service Blackburn North, well, I'm actually Blackburn North, our next stop is Blackburn North. No, there's nothing assigned to it, Harley. I've just had a look on the diagrams and it's just no service on it at all. There's some of this part there that's not got a, you know, not got a job yet. It's either going to be an engine or it could be maybe a tamping machine or something, some sort of equipment, and until it gets a service, it'll just be blank. It'll move at some point. You know, the only way to find out is to go to the Ice Arena car park and actually have a look through fence, you know, where View Cinema is. You can see through fence. And when I'm on my way back, if it's still there, I'll go and have a peek to see if it's anything peculiar. Because sometimes on a Thursday, not often, but every now and then on a Thursday, there's a cement train runs from Castle Cement to Brook Sidings. It doesn't run often, but just every now and then. It's on for something like 6:30 it is, at 7 o'clock at Cherry Tree, but it's very rare it runs, but it has run every now and then. Hello Malaya Smith, how are we doing? I'm on the other side of the bridge, so I can't hear the points today. When I'm facing the other way, I can hear points change, so I know when it's coming, but I can't hear them from this side. 208 watching, so let's double tap the screen and subscribe. Thank you very much. Makes it all worthwhile. Here it comes, the engineer's train is coming. Double-header class 66 is coming round the corner. So you'll see it in a minute. Thank you, Jack Meekin. Thank you very much for subscribing. Double-header class 66 coming now. Maritime. Somebody there doing somebody a favour, taking a locomotive, because that's a maritime one. You don't often see them up here. That's just been hooked up to take back somewhere, is that? You don't need a double header for 6 carriage, six wagons, whatever it were. That were just that maritime we're hitching a lift. 220 watching. Like and subscribe, please. Yes, 9 o'clock, Jackie. I shall see you later, Jackie. Take care. See you later. My name is Richard. Richard, R-I-C-H-A-R-D. Hello, Shurim Mohammed, how are we doing? Nice to meet you, Jack. Get quite a few Americans in at this time of day. There's a guy that usually bobs in, I can't remember his name, something D86 or something he's called, and he usually bobs in at some point. I don't know what's coming next, but there'll be something. That's for sure. One thing, I need to have some diesel on my way home. The light's going to be coming on. Says I've got 75 miles left. Hello, Ronak Mishra, how are we doing? Yeah, well, I'm sat right between Leyland. Leyland station is ahead of the camera in the distance that you're looking at. Preston station is behind the camera. Preston station's about 1.5 miles behind the camera. Leyland station's about 1 mile in front of the camera. You never know, there probably is a station called Preston Bridge somewhere. I'm sure there's definitely a station, I think, called Preston Brook, somewhere on the way to Liverpool. I think there's a station called Preston Brook. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one called Preston Bridge somewhere. You're back, Southeastern Railways. I don't know what's due next. I don't know. The log train's due at some point, but that's usually after the hour is the log train. And then it goes quiet after that. Joseph Ambrose, how are we doing, sir? How's it going, Joseph? Don't forget, double tap the screen, like, subscribe. makes it worthwhile. And here comes an Avanti West Coast Pendolino. Hello, Felix Blanco. How we doing? Yes, that was a Pendolino. Soon to be phased out, by the way. Pendolinos, they are slowly getting phased out and replaced by the Hitachi 807. And there was one supposed to be doing a test run on the East Lancs line the other day, which is non-electric, so I'm presuming that 807 can run on batteries as well. Hello, Laura. How are we doing? Hello, Samla 4. How are we doing? Hello, Laura. Hello, Samla 4. Okay, Southeastern. I shall see you tomorrow, no doubt. That was a Transpennine, a Class 802. Correct, Transpennine Express, that was an 802. Hello, Cricket Lover, how are we doing? This is cool, glad you like it. Okay, Southeastern, see you tomorrow. I'm going to speed, run up Mishra, yeah. I'm not sure if them 802s are both diesel and electric. I know the 807s have a funny feeling they're electric only, but I have a funny feeling they've got batteries on board as well, but without actually researching it, I'm not 100% sure how, how the 807 runs, because there was supposed to be test running one the other day through on the East Lancashire line. Well, there's no overhead electric there, so I don't know what was going on. I've heard that it can run on batteries for a couple hundred miles. Whether there's any truth in that, I don't know. I've not researched. Every time I think about it, I'll look when I get home, and then when I get home I forget. Hello, Nick VR, how we doing? The train spotter. Nick VR, the train spotter, how's it going? Hello, Andrew Yadaf. It's going good. That's good that it's going good. If that makes sense. Hello, Office Goats. How we doing, Office Goats? It's my impersonation of a goat. Sorry. Office Goats. Well, have you just seen it, the long train? It's a long one, is it? Yeah, the other day it had 22 on. I counted them the other day. There were 22 on. So let's see how many's on this. Hot weather is set to return after the weekend. Right. Yeah, there's There's always two around the close of the hour, one going each way. There'll be, in fact, I think there's three. There might be another one soon, but I think that was a 397. I never actually looked at it when it went past, but I think it was a class 397. And Nick NVR, the train spotter, I saw some EU07s and EN57s. Don't know what those are. Rishi Chandravanshi, how we doing? See you later, Southeastern. See you tomorrow. 22 on Harley, yep, that's what it had on the other day, 22. Northern Class 323, correct. I don't know what it is, that 68 for, but it'll move at some point, whatever it is. On my way home, I'll just do a little diversion and have a peek through the fence. Hello, Les Brezzles, how we doing? Okay, Harley, I'll see you in a bit. Because I played Tracy Ball 5, played now. Yeah, I played Tracy Ball at 5 as well, Jack Minkin. I don't. Hello, Bulger B. How we doing? Bulger B. How's it going? So class 68s came through yesterday, a double header with a 66. If you look on my channel, you will see the video in 4K there of them coming through. Log train next, which should be here very soon. It's Harley who's in the chat to seen it further down the line. I can't believe we haven't had a spot of rain since I pulled up. Was a maniac on a motorbike. Log train approaching. Here's very soon, I think. That's running behind. It's usually hiding around the corner waiting to get on mainline, but it's just gone through Bamber Bridge Station. We've got next train to pass is going to be Glasgow Central to London Euston. Approaching from behind the camera. The ball thief struck last night. Hello, all Marks, how we doing? Jack Meekin, hey Richard, what train do you like? My vote is the class 222. Well, I'm not so true. Are you on about on Train Sim World, or are you on about in real life? Hello, Rohat. How we doing? Oh, Marks, how we doing? The ball thief. Not spooked and dropped the ball. On about Train Sim 5, to be honest, I like them all. The one I've liked the least, the ones I like the least are those that I struggle to get going. There's been one or two, believe me. Some of them underground trains, I've really had a battle with trying to just get them to actually move. Don't forget, double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Joe, the game's edition 1609. How we doing, Joe? Joeo, the game's edition 1609. How's it going?
I thought you were there earlier.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, and subscribe to each other. Share. Sharing is caring. Log train's just waiting around the corner to get clearance to get on the main line, which I'm surprised it hasn't got yet. It seems pretty quiet to me. 6J37, and it is going to be a class 70, and it's a class 7805, and it's pulling 22 carriages full of logs. On the tracks at all to sort of slow it down. Hello Natty, how are we doing? Hello Mr. Quackers, how are we doing? All will be revealed later. Well, what's going to be revealed? I'm in suspense. I think I know. Here comes the log train. You're on the train on the West Coast Main Line, excellent. Well, whereabouts are you on the West Coast Main Line at the moment? Try meeting, okay then, I'll catch you later. The log train's here if you want to stay around for another 30 seconds, but just arrived, it's just coming behind the camera now. Near Preston, right. There we go, that's today's log train. Hello Sunset Rail fan, how we doing? The log train, yeah. It's unusual that it stayed on the main line. Usually it crosses the points onto the slow line. Yeah, 22 carriages that way, that log train, which is usually, that's what it usually is. Hello, Mashand Negi, how we doing? Mashand Negi, how we doing? Don't forget, double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Makes it all worthwhile. I won't be here much longer now. Don't think there's anything exciting. Yeah, nice for outdoor fire. Oh, it certainly is. You could have a lot of outdoor fires with that lot. Unfortunately, that wood is made into roof trusses for new houses, is all them logs. Goes to a place in Wales called Cronospan. And a place called Chirk. Moving in a different direction with my musical instrument. Ooh. Can't wait. The suspense is killing me. Hello, Sarkesh Lokesh, how we doing? It was a class 70, yes Sam, it was 7805 it were, which is the usual one. It's usually 805 or 812, but yeah, it was a class 70. It's always a class 70. It used to be double-headed class 56s, but they seem to have stopped using them now. See you later, Jack. I'll see you next time. I'll try my best to be here tomorrow, but it just depends how my day pans out. Unless I get up dead early and do an early one, but we'll see. I'm good at saying that. I'll get up dead early and do an early one, and then when it comes to the time and I'm in bed, nope, I'm staying here. The recorder is a soprano one, so I can't change the tone, and it still sounds like a strangled cat. Yeah. You need a mouth organ, Jeanette. That's what you need. Nice and simple. Train here for you, Sarkesh. Just for you, that's Sakesh. That's what you need, Jeanette. Mouth organ. Oh, I can't wait, Jeanette. This suspense is killing me. We'll be revealing that tonight. Oh, not a set of bongos, is it? Big steel drum. As long as you can play Old Lang Syne, that's the thing. You've got to be able to play Old Lang Syne on it, the New Year's song. Hello, Ethan the Hedgehog. How are we doing? Hello, Train Spotter Carl YT. How are you doing? Excellent, Ethan. Excellent. Oh yes, even sorted the tunes out. Excellent. I can't wait. The suspense is really killing me now. Yeah. Correct, in City 125, I'm the same. I like them, HSTs. So I'm to the modern day trains. I probably like the class, I think it's a class 395 that they run on Southeastern Network down to Tunnel, the 395, them Javelins. I like them. We're having a Chinese stir fry tonight, Nathan cooking. I'm ill. Oh, that sounds excellent, does that? A Chinese stir fry. Full of flu. Yeah, there's lots of it about at the moment. Sweet and sour. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny weather yesterday because when I got home yesterday, I felt a bit cold and all. Last night, first night, I went to bed for ages without turning my fan on. Usually, I have a fan running. I didn't have it on last night. Random CN Uni, this is making me to want to travel to the UK just to see the Class 43, the Class 60. Yeah. I don't got it when I can just find rail cams like this and just watch them, yes. Fortunately, it's unusual for me to show you Class 43, but they do come through here, but in the form of a rail inspection train. There's a yellow one that comes through every now and then, run by Colas Rail, and that's a HST inspection train. When I had my nan in that, I slept for a solid 2 hours, yeah. I know it's weird, Natalie, the weather, it's very changeable, but somebody said to me earlier, in fact I think it was Jeanette, said that we're supposed to be getting a warm spell back next week. Apparently, Train Spotter Carl, it is going back into public ownership. It's going to be called Great British Rail, but I think it's a while off. I think there's there's one already started with a new name, I think. But I mean, when you look around, there's quite a few that are owned by government. Anyway, I think Chiltern Railways is owned by government. Northern is owned by the government, and I think LNER are owned by the government. That's why Northern's such a shambles at the moment. It's never on time, I think. Just me and my two friends to the end. How are we doing? I'm sure you've got more than two friends in reality. I think I have about three. I'm watching them from the West Coast Main Line near Preston. If you look in the chat, I pin the message in the chat at the bottom or the top of the chat. I don't know where it displays, but yeah, I'm near Preston on the West Coast Main Line. That's correct. Usually I'm usually at 11 or still in Preston at the moment, darling. But I'll have a look at it when I get home. I'll watch it. I haven't got my iPad with me, in fact I'd have been able to watch it at the same time. Yeah, they are usually 11, mostly 11, but sometimes you get ones with 9 coming through. Hello 156 Andrew, how are we doing? I am the worst at editing, how are we doing? Yes, I'm fine, thanks. Probably stay here till 6 o'clock and then I'll be going. But I will be back tomorrow, but I don't know when. So I've got a funny old day tomorrow. To be places at weird times that are like scattered over the day. Don't forget to subscribe, double tap the screen, like, share it out, subscribe to each other. Sharing is caring. It's what makes it worthwhile. Makes it worthwhile coming here and sitting here and filming. Something coming, I don't know what it is. It looks like a 331. I think. It's either a 331 or a 195. It's a 195. And that's going to Barrow Furnace. In all fairness. You like that? Let's have a look at the timetable and consult the timetable. Very quiet spell, unfortunately. Might be calling it a do early. I can't find any of the training, so let's have a look at diagram instead. See, according to the timetable, there's nothing due for another 20 minutes or so. Another 5 minutes and it looks like the timetable is through. All we do. I'm sitting here live streaming an empty track. Just looking at it though, it looks like nothing coming until... There's anything due for another 20 minutes according to time. There's a chance per hour, but that's the nearest thing, 20 minutes. It's disappointing. Very disappointing. I've got another freight train coming, but it's not till 7 o'clock. Well, that's meant to work. That's until 7. Oh dear. I'll be throwing the towel in early, folks, I'm afraid. Hello, Lanite, Lud, Clan, how are we doing? Say hello to Sam West, take it easy. Sadly, I think we've got a bit of a quiet spell here. Play a couple of tunes on mouth organ while there's a gap in tunes. Hello Mahesh Bed, how are we doing? Don't forget, like and subscribe. It makes it worthwhile. The more likes and subscribes, the more I'll come and do it. I will be here tomorrow, and chances are it's going to be an early one. It's a funny day, I don't know, I'll have to look at the timetable and see what's happening, because a couple of Fridays ago I came early and we ended up being treated to a steam engine, which was quite good. Hello Annie Van Daz, how are we doing? How's it going, Manesh Beden and Niaban Daz? How are we doing? Welcome. Welcome to the train track with no trains. Sadly, you've arrived at just a quiet spell where there's nothing coming. A single magpie here staring at me on the fence. Is that a bad sign? A single magpie on its head. Hello, train spotter Tamworth. How are we doing? Yes, I'm fine, thanks. Hello, fried chicken. How are we doing? Are you Kentucky fried chicken or just fried chicken? Yeah, I think it's a bit quiet. I've just been looking on the rail cam diagrams and it's a bit quiet until 10:02. I think there's a few Transpennines due at 10:02 and a Pendolino at 2, but I think there's just a bit of the ones that are supposed to be coming are delayed. fried chicken. Hello, Rail Art. How we doing? Remember to like and subscribe, correct. Hello, Poof. Hello, Chris. Jeanette's having her nanny nap. I'm just plugging in my battery pack. I don't know why, because I need to, actually. What time are we on? 17:37. Hello, Experiment Facts. How we doing? Plug it in just on the off chance, but don't need it. Been here all the time in the background, editing pictures and videos. Excellent. Hello, Jaffa Khan. Jaffa Khan, BDVG. Hiya, bar. I can't read what you're saying, but hello there. Who much time? Your Karat district. Excellent. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Meg Judd, when is the train coming? That's a good question. Very soon. It's just a bit of a quiet spell at the moment for some reason. The one that should have been, the couple that should have been coming are delayed. There'll be something soon. How soon? I can't tell you. Double tap the screen to like, correct. Double tap, and subscribe. Makes it worthwhile. Subscribe creates the vibe. No, it won't be a steam train, I can assure you that. We get them at we get them at weekends sometimes, and an odd one midweek, but I can assure you, you're not getting any steam. There'll be no steam on this stream, I'm afraid. I wish there were, but I know there isn't any, June. Jaffa Khan, yeah, my name's Richard. Hello Sam, how are we doing? UK's fastest train is the class 395 Javelin. It's the fastest running train, it goes the fastest speed, but to be fair, a lot of the trains we have are capable of higher speeds, but it's the line restriction that keeps most of them. Most of the trains have a maximum of 125 mile an hour, but are capable of much more. It's the lines that slow them down. But there is a train that runs in the southeast that's called the Javelin, and that's on special upgraded lines, and I think it's class 395, a blue one, and that is Britain's fastest train, and that sort of reaches 145, 150 is what the connects up to Folkestone and everything with Channel Tunnel and all that lot. Hello Tyler Waterman, how are we doing? I said it were blue. I didn't mention green or red. It's blue. The train, the Javelin. It's a blue train. It's 395 and it runs out of Stratford and all that lot. Yeah, nobody mentioned red or blue or green. Where we got that from, but there you go. What's going to be an old blue diesel? The next train will be, well, it won't be an old blue diesel, it'll be an electric one, I would imagine. I think it's probably a Trans-Pennine that's going to be next to it. It'll either be a Trans-Pennine, which will be electric, class 397, or an 802, or it'll be a Pendolino, an Avanti Pendolino, which is also electric. I don't know, but very soon. Have a nice travel, everyone. Okay, Sam, catch you later. Hello, Harris Kamal, how are we doing? Yeah, I don't think it's a diesel that's coming, I think it'll be electric. There will be some diesels coming. The last one that came through was a diesel, but I think the next one's going to be electric. Oh, I like it, Ollie. I'm sure I'll like the livery. Harris, stop spamming the chat with the icons. Hi, seen ladies theme and these for the year. What are you on about, Meg Judd? I don't know what you mean. Explain yourself, Meg. Make it good. I like a good explanation. Five hours over the space of 3 days. That's excellent, Arlie. I like dedication. Meg Judd, you want diesel? Well, I'm afraid I'll tell you when next diesel is. I'll have a look on timetable just for you, Meg Judd, to see when next diesel's coming through. So let me look. What time are we now? The next diesel to come through here will be at 6:15. The Barrowing Furnace to Manchester Airport. That will be a diesel. It'll be a Class 195 diesel multiple unit, and that's coming at 6:15. Just whether I'll still be here then or not, I don't know. We'll see. That will be the next diesel through here. Fred? While there's people watching, I'll stick around. I'll try my best to keep it going while there's people in watching. But if the numbers drop down, then I call it a do. There's no point in doing it if there's nobody watching. You know what I mean? But hello, Edward, how are we doing? No, I don't mind. Any number will do, Arlie. Any number will do. Quarter past 6, Meg Judd. Hello, Gerhard Peter, how are we doing? Don't forget, like and subscribe. Even subscribe to each other. Sharing is caring. Makes it all worthwhile. Skyline still looks cockeyed to me when I look at it, but I tried to move it slightly. But there'll be a train through in 2 minutes. Meg Judd, it's coming on one of the tracks that's on the camera. Excellent. Excellent, Charlie. So, am I boring? Please come fast train. Yeah, there'll be something coming soon in experiment facts, and I have no control over trains. It's just been a slightly quiet spell for the last 20 minutes because there's been quite a few delays and cancellations, but there's something due in 1 minute. If you're finding it boring, you can leave. Nobody's asking you to stay, you know what I mean? It's your choice. If it's boring, yeah, I'm sorry if you find it boring. If you want, I'll kick you out to make it easier if you want, so you no longer get bored. I'm not here to bore people, but if you find it boring, you're welcome to leave. Yeah, we can always have a debate, Charlie. We always like a good debate. Oh. Anyway. Hello, Adam Clitheroe. Yeah, there's one due. Well, there's actually one due now. It should be at 10 to. There's going to be a few due over the next 10 minutes or so, because there's been quite a few delays. Gas station nearby. I don't know, is there a gas station nearby? What? That was a class 397, that, Eduard. A class 397. Yes, real art. Sometimes the odd 350 comes through here, just the odd one. Meg Judge, you keep asking the same questions. I've answered you. I've already answered you about 4 times what's happening. Remember what I say. Yes, Eduard, oh yeah, that was a class 397, that, Eduard. Very similar looking to the 800s, but, you know. Very similar shape. That's right, no, too. I've already told you that, Meg Judd, what kind of class of diesel is coming. It's coming at 6:15, and I've told you what it is once. Right. I'm not continuing to repeat myself and answer the same question 10,000 times over. Meg Judge just asked me the same questions time and time again, and I repeatedly answered them. I can only take so much. I can only answer the same question over and over again, you know what I mean? He was just messing me about. Probably a kid. I think he was, yeah. I think he was probably, a kid, somebody very young, I don't know, but anyway. He's gone now. There's no repurpose. You can't fix stupid, I'm afraid. I've been around the block too many times to be messing back with fools. Hello, Tracks and Chill. How are we doing? The trains in the US are cool, yeah, they are. And they're very large as well, and very long. My profile picture is one of them, right? Yes, I can see your profile picture. Excellent. Yes, I'm in the UK, Edward, in the UK. Alice stuff. I love the Long Island Railroad, yes. It is. UK, Lancashire near Preston, the West Coast Main Line. Which you wouldn't think it were a main line, with how quiet it is at the moment. Randagan. Any idea when the next train will come by? Very soon. Muriel Mason. Hello. Alright. It was only yesterday, did your hairdresser turn up? Did your hairdresser turn up? I thought the hairdresser would come in yesterday, no? No. Well, I don't know, you wanted that money for something. Obviously, it was nothing important. Not to worry. You don't need shopping now, they're regular, surely. Find what you want. You can't possibly need stuff yet, because I think we only went 2 days ago. Oh yeah, well, it'll probably be Saturday's better, I think. Saturday. If I get time tomorrow, I will do, but it's a bit of a funny day tomorrow, because when the food delivery comes, I'm going to run gym and everything, so it's not the ball. Yeah, alright then. I will do, alright then. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Do I know anything about American? Hello, the Lost. How are we doing? Where's the nearest train station? Well, I've got 2 stations, one either side of me. One's about 1 mile in front, where the camera's looking, and one's about 1.5 miles behind me. Preston's behind me, Leyland's in front of me. Alice stuff, do you know anything about train or American trains? Not really, but I have heard one, because I know somebody who has one fitted to his... Anyway, it's a long story, but I do know somebody who has one fitted to his car. Going off an American train. He lives in America, by the way. And he plays it to me regularly. Very loud. Hello, Abdurrahman Denny. Danny, how are we doing? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hello, the Lost. How are we doing? 189 people watching. Like and subscribe. Makes it worthwhile. And subscribe to each other. Any free attention to do? No, I'm afraid. Not in the very near future, unfortunately. There will. Hello, AC. How are we doing? Later on tonight, when it goes dark, there's quite a bit, but that's at night time, you know. One day I'll promise if I'll do a night, you know, a late night stream and I go to the station, because it's well lit and you can see everything. But the problem is, I don't think you get many viewers, because I think everybody out would be in bed. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a few trains due in next minute or so, I think. Let's have a look at timetable. Transit diagram, timetable. Can't tell what you're saying at AC, but hello there. the Manchester airport. We've got there's 3 during the next 10 minutes. So 4 during the next 15 minutes. 5 during the next 25 minutes. 6. 7 due between now and 6:30. 7 different trains between now and 6:30. 7 different ones. Hello, Andre Eckert. How are we doing? Hello there, Andre Eckert. Over 200 people watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Makes it worthwhile. Don't mind a bit of shameful plugging, and subscribe to each other as well. Share the stream out. Do what you want. What is my favourite train? Well, of all the modern ones, I think it's probably the... No, the camera is attached to a fence, a steel fence. It's attached with a bracket on a steel fence, and here comes a Pendolino. I think my favourite livery is, I like the Transpennine livery, and I like the Lumo livery. If you've ever heard of Lumo trains, they're only a small train company, it's called Lumo. I like this is like a bright blue, if I remember rightly. I quite like the Lumo and I like the Transpennine. Now that's my favourite train of the modern trains. Probably, I like the 395s because they're so fast, but for looks wise, I like the new Avanti 807s, which I've only seen a couple of. You know, I mean, I'll check the timetable. Sometimes they come up here, the new 807s, but I haven't seen one for a day or two, but they're quite nice looking. So as a favourite train, I probably like them. You see, if you're talking favourite trains over a period of time, back into the 80s, then it's the Class 40 and the Class 25 in the 80s, without a doubt, simple. Just done a sneak peek on here. Right, okay, let's have a sneak peeky look. It's a very sneaky peek. That's a little tease, is that? Harley? Like you got the 242 number, yeah. Excellent. Like it. Can't wait to actually use it, because I'll use it and I'll do a live stream of me using it, you see, so that'd be brilliant. That'd be brilliant, Harley. Hello, Southeastern Railways, you're back again. Hello, Psycho Sengia. How are we doing? I always shout you out, Charlie. Everybody in the chat now is subscribed to Train Spotter Harley. He's also he lives near me and operates on the same tracks as me. He does videos on the what they call the East Lancashire track, which connects this main line to likes of York and Skips and all that, and he does a lot of videos. So if you want to go to his channel, Train Spotter Harley, and give him a subscription, I'm sure he'd be very grateful. He films a lot on the same stations that I do videos on, you know. And he does some good videos. You'll see him. He got the 153, the test train at Mill Hill and Cherry Tree Station the other day, I think. So we have a look at his channel. Give him a sub. Hello, Sam Train Spotting, and hello, Train Strange Trains. Hello, Sam. Hello, Sam. I'm subscribed to because I like train spotting. It's the first time I see a train spotter on YouTube. Well, there's quite a lot, Eduard, quite a lot of train spotters on YouTube. I live in India. Yeah, well, a hell of a lot of my viewers do live in India. Excellent. I'm driving the 153 test now. Excellent. Something else coming here. Oh, it's another Pendolino. Sam's Train Spotting is from Germany. Excellent. Yeah. I said it's either feast or famine, isn't it? No trains, then 3 trains in a minute. Don't forget, like and subscribe to each other. And subscribe to Train Spotter Harley who's in there. Rail Arts, and everybody subscribe to each other. Everybody get each other's channel. And then you're in the loop then. You're in the loop. You know what I mean? It's 150 if you're in here. If you all subscribe to each other, it'll make a big difference to all your channels. Subscribe sets the vibe. Level Crossing Kid, hello, how are we doing? Next train will be a class 195 from Barrow-in-Furness to Manchester Airport, I think. Off memory. But there might be something else in between before then. And soon I'll be going home. Been on now for, what time did I start? What time I started, about 45 minutes. That's a 2.5, 3 hours maybe, I don't know. I did a while. South Eastern Railways is just doing a bit of German talking there. The old multilingual. Yes, I've seen you've returned. I'm fine. I won't be here much longer. It looks like we've got a Transpennine coming next, and it's looks like a 397 again. It's only going very slowly though, I don't know why. Hello Daz Store, how we doing? Hello Tabashwa Amos, how we doing? Hello Daz, hello Tabashwa, how are we doing? Consult the timetable. Hello Sam Train Spotting, how we doing? The next train is in 1 minute and it's Barrow and Furness to Manchester Airport. Then after that it's Manchester Airport to Blackpool North, and Blackpool North to Manchester Airport, and Manchester Airport to Windermere. That's all in total like the next 15 minutes, and then there's another Pendolino. Hello Noah Chapman, how we doing? No, I'm in the UK, the United Kingdom. Hello there, Arabian person. I can't tell what you wrote, but I reckon that's Arabic, but hello there anyway. Good, just got back from working out. No, afraid not really. That was the Barrow and Furness to Manchester Airport. That was the diesel that mugger, whatever he was called, kept going on about. Dinesh Das, where the place? If you look at the chat, it's pinned on the chat. My location is pinned on the chat. You look on the pinned message on the chat, it tells you exactly where I am. Hello, Iran Jarad, how we doing? Oh yeah, any express, oh yeah, there's maybe 1 or 2 of them. There's been quite a few past 5 minutes. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. It's easy for me to say. Yeah, that's it. Everybody, subscribe to Train Spotter Harley and Rail Art and Southeastern, God, I forgot his name. I got a sight of a USATC S160 still running in the USA. Excellent. I don't know what one of them is, but I presume it's a rare engine or a rare train. Yeah. Excellent. That's the idea. Subscribe to each other. Help each other out. You know, sharing is caring. There's only 29 people in here. We all sub to each other. It'll make a difference. Don't forget to sub to me, obviously. I am the host. The host with the most. Hello, okay. Okay. Are you okay? Got you. I figured that out. I figured it must have been something rare. We were mentioning it. We get a few rare oddities here, but they're few and far between now. Hello, Jan V. Shorts. How are we doing? Ah, yes, I will be real light. At some point, I will be. It could well be morning, actually, in the morning tomorrow, because I've got a bit of a funny old day tomorrow. So I might just nip here in the morning in the early hours. Because it's got a weird day tomorrow. We have to be in different places at different times and, pandering to other people, basically. But it's the way it is, unfortunately. Which one is better in your opinion? Alice might like 5 and Coronation. Well, if you're going off looks, the Coronation's better looking, I would think. Yeah. Always keep a lookout. I would think the Coronation is better looking. We have quite a few black 5s that come around here. Certainly on the East Lancs line anyway. You don't see a lot of steam on here apart from it's a firm called Locomotion Services Limited. They run steam tours. Now when they run one, we get them on this line here. But when West Coast Railways run them, they tend to keep them Carnforth settled and round in a loop, so you don't get them on this line here, you get them on the East Lancs line. They're going back up the West Coast main line north of Preston, Well, in 10 minutes I'm going to shut it down at 6:30. Yeah. I've only ever seen one of them, and I think it was at York Museum, the blue one. That train was originally brought into fruition to compete with LNER, when the LNER and the West Coast Main Line, or LMS as it perhaps was called then, I don't know, that was brought in to compete with the likes of the A4 Pacifics that were on the LNER track. So the people on the West Coast decided on the Coronation to compete with them. Hence the streamlining to get maximum speed, you know. Hello, Renuga Franklin, how are we doing? I'm travelling in train now. Excellent. Hey. Pardon me. Hello, JP Train Spotted, and hello, Charlie Likes Trains. How are we doing? Don't forget, like and subscribe, don't tap the screen and all that. Subscribe to each other, subscribe to this channel, and keep it all going. It's what makes it worthwhile. You don't get subscribers, you sort of set yourself, what's the point in doing it? You know. Hello, Rohit Dasara, how are we doing? Yes, Renuga Franklin, I know what the WAP 7s are. I've watched loads of videos on Indian trains, so I do know what a WAP 7 is. You run the 2 gauges in India, don't you? Your lines have 3 rails and they run 2 separate gauges on the same tracks. Quite well up on Indian railways. I've watched a lot of videos. Hello, Annie SA75, how are we doing? Hello, Russi Dusara, how are we doing? I think I've already said hello to you once, but it doesn't matter. Don't forget, subscribe, double tap the screen, sharing is caring. I'll be going off very soon, because I've been here now for over 3 hours. Numbers are dwindling. I know that's when it's time to go on, when the numbers are dwindling. Because a lot of my audience will be going to bed now because it's quite late where they are. I think there's about 2 more trains today. I'm not actually sure. Hello, Andres Van Klooster. How are we doing? I reckon you're Dutch. Just watch, I'm totally wrong, but there you go. Hello, Renuga Franklin. How are we doing? Ronitha, Queen of Bellary. How are we doing? I'm going to the hills. Excellent. Tomorrow I will be climbing hills with the car. Excellent. Oh, yeah. Godspeed. Yeah, PN 112 up flash, yeah, they're always at it. They do it round here, that, nicking cables. I don't know how they do it when they're live waves, you know, they just come along and chop them. Unbelievable. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Subscribe to each other. Time, Saeed Rehan, is 18:28 UK time. That's 18:28. Probably around midnight where you are. Hello, Masic. How are we doing? Angel Dragon, how are we doing? Yes, that train was going to Windermere. Off to Windermere, that train. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. I'm just about to wrap it up actually. I've been here now over 3 hours. Just about to call it a day. Just about to call it a day until tomorrow. I'll probably be back again at some point. Yeah. Where is train? Say Brennan. Yeah, where is train indeed? There's one due in 2 minutes and then I'm shutting it down until tomorrow. I would do, but the problem is there's nowhere really I can go and view the airport, you know what I mean? Nearest airport to me is Manchester. And I don't know anything about planes, so it's not like I can give a good commentary or anything. I know what a 737 is, I know what a 757 is, and that's about it. River Rat train followers, how are we doing? Raju Patel, 367888888. Very good. I don't know what that means, but it's a number, I suppose. Hello, Lee Fra. Anyway, that is the end of today's stream. Thanks for all the views, the watches, the likes and subscriptions and everything. And I shall be back again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, folks. And it's goodbye from me. Get my phone out without getting my hand trapped to the fence. Goodbye, everybody. Catch you on the next one.